a matter of strength, he really only lost because he chose to self-destruct. Akaza is one of my favorite villains in anime, and by the time you watch this, I should have a video out explaining why I think Akaza is the best villain in all of Demon Slayer. So I recommend you check that out because I can't fanboy over him as much as I'd like to in this video. In 5th place, I got Demon Moon 2 Doma. Before the fight with Tanjiro and Giyu, there's no doubt that Doma was stronger than Akaza. That's why he had the higher ranking after all. However, some people may argue that Akaza reached a new level of power right before dying, when he was about to completely recover from having his head cut off. But the problem is that Akaza didn't end up surviving, and we never saw that new power in action, so I can't really take it into account. Besides, it's quite possible that Doma could have experienced a similar power upgrade if his body wasn't completely overflowing with customized demon poison. So I placed Doma here, even though I recognize that one could make the case for Akaza being stronger. We never really got to see Doma go all out. He defeated Kanae, the flower pillar, and Shinobu, the insect pillar, without much difficulty. He was overpowering Inosuke and Kanao so bad that he was about to let some ice clones defeat them while he pieced out of the room. However, the customized poison that was in Shinobu's body kicked in and started melting his face. Because of this, his clones disappeared. Then, in order to protect his poisoned self, he created a giant Buddha-like statue out of ice. But as Kanao points out, it is rough and clearly lacks precision. In short, it was an act of desperation, nowhere near as powerful and troublesome as it would have been if he wasn't poisoned. This giant statue seems to be one of his strongest techniques, but he waited too long to use it. It is only because of the poison plan that Shinobu came up with that Inosuke and Kanao finally succeed in defeating Doma. So rather than assuming that Doma is not that powerful, we should recognize that we never even got to see his full power thanks to the perfect execution of Shinobu's ingenious revenge plan. Doma was so overpowered before his death that he himself didn't even need to fight. His smaller ice clones were strong enough to do the fighting for him. And if he wasn't so obsessed with absorbing women, he'd still be alive, effortlessly flexing on people with that carefree smile on his face. In 4th place, we had Gyomei the Rock Pillar. We are told that he is the strongest pillar. Even before the mark appeared, Gyomei had, as Demon Moon 1 points out, developed his body and technique to the utmost. While he's fighting Gyomei and Sanemi, Demon Moon 1 Kokushibo says that both are highly skilled even among pillars, but he singles out Gyomei as being especially powerful. While Sanemi is completely caught off guard by one of Kokushibo's attacks, Gyomei has time to react and uses his chain to alter the angle of attack so that Sanemi just loses some fingers rather than his entire arms. As Sanemi admits, the more damage he takes, the slower he gets and the more he holds Gyomei back. Gyomei, like Tanjiro and Muichiro, can access the see-through world with his senses, and he is the one that manages to get the first significant hit on Kokushibo, which takes off the demon's entire arm. He was able to control his own blood circulation in a way that deceived Kokushibo and caught him off guard. That led to the chain of events that allowed Muichiro to stab Kokushibo and Genya to shoot him. Currently, as of chapter 174, the Demon Slayers seem to have the upper hand, and there's no way they would have been able to get to this point if not for Gyomei. And it's not super relevant, but now that I think about it, Gyomei would make an epic rock-type gym leader in Pokemon. Step aside, Brock. In 3rd place, we have Demon Moon 1 Kokushibo. The many-eyed Breath of the Moon user is a force to be reckoned with, to be sure. He's been wrecking 3 of the strongest pillars during the vast majority of the fight. He's completely outnumbered, his opponents are strong, and if my assumption is correct, he hasn't gone full power yet. I think he still might be holding off on using a Blood Demon Art's power. Yet, he still seems to crush all of his opponents effortlessly until Gyomei finally gets a hit on him, and the tables seemingly begin to turn. The fact remains though that it took 3 of the strongest pillars and Genya to just temporarily stop this demon's one-sided onslaught, so it's safe to say that he's even stronger than Gyomei as of now. In 2nd place, we have the demon godfather himself, Muzan. There is a reason that Muzan is the progenitor of demons and the main antagonist in the Demon Slayer series. He's so strong that simply giving more of his blood to another demon will make them significantly stronger, if it doesn't kill them first. All 12 Demon Moons, including Demon Moon 1, work for him and follow his orders. He's been around for approximately 1,000 years, and in all that time, no one has been able to kill him. No matter how many times you cut off Muzan's head, he'll simply regenerate. The only way to kill him appears to be with the sun, but he's even trying to become immune to that. If he succeeds, he'll be all but invincible. So far, only one person has been able to successfully challenge him, and that brings us to the number 1 strongest character in the series, Yoriichi Tsugikuni. Yoriichi was a Breath of the Sun user, he was Demon Moon 1's younger twin brother, and he was the only man we know of who came close to defeating Muzan before Muzan managed to escape. He is the infamous man with the Hanafuda earrings that Muzan gets PTSD-esque flashbacks about. At some point, Yoriichi knew an ancestor of
Hardcore Team Deathmatch. The Secretariat are watching. Пусть они гордятся вами.
What in the fucking hell? Oh. Okay. Some of them talking shit. Oh my god. What? Real? Oh man. Oh, y'all up in there camping, boy.
Hostiles pipeline established overhead.
Ah, what the fuck? I did.
Hostile counter spy plane established above. Hostile strafe run inbound. Hostile attack helicopter inbound.